What's going on YouTube? This is Juice Audio, and I'll be showing you guys how to make these high quality, extremely sturdy acoustic panels. The very first video on my channel is about how to make panels, but these are going to be the more refined and advanced version. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. Alright, so getting started, you're definitely going to need a few tools. First we got the crown nailer, and this is going to put together your wooden frame. Then we got the staple gun, and this is going to staple together your mesh fabric and also your fabric on top. Then we have, of course, air compressor to use those tools. Other tools are going to be a hand router with a chamfer bit, preferably 45 degrees. You have a table saw, a miter saw. However, your local hardware store might be able to cut this for you. I know my local Home Depot can do that. So what you're going to need for the frame is an 8 feet by 5 inch plank of common board. You're going to want to cut that down to 47 inches for the side pieces and 31.5 for the top pieces. So to put this all together, we're going to use the crown nailer. This makes it super fast and you can crank out a bunch of frames at one time. I used to use a drill with screws, but that was a little more difficult and took a lot more time. So the backing board is optional, but this does make your frame a lot more sturdy and easier to mount this on the wall. This backing board is 48 inches and a half by 31.5, the exact dimensions of our frame. And you can buy these in 8-foot sheets. So to give these panels a nice fine finish, you're going to want to use a router with a chamfer bit to give that nice edge to the frame. This finishing touch definitely makes this frame look a lot more high quality. Now while doing this, you want to have even pressure throughout the line. If not, it can make a wavy surface. So here I am nailing in the backboard with the crown nailer. Shout out to guys Sean and Isaac for helping us out. So the insulation is Roxol Safe and Sound. It measures 47 by 15, so 2 sheets fit exactly in the gap. We basically made the dimensions of this frame to fit the insulation perfectly, so there's no waste. So our first layer is going to be a mesh fabric similar to a window screen. This layer keeps the insulation tight and prevents potential sagging. And all these fabrics are bought at the local fabric store in bulk to keep costs down. So first put the mesh fabric backing and staple it. Then you're going to cut the axis. Next grab the colored fabric of your choice. Make sure it's semi-stretchable and won't rip. You also want to make sure this fabric is breathable for the sound to get through, but not too breathable so that the insulation will come back out. Then you want to staple it down and cut the axis. When stapling down your fabric, you want to fold the top corners very nicely to give that fine finish. So to mount these on the walls, you're going to want to buy French cleats. They're way cheaper on Amazon than in Home Depot. Preferably you want to use 2 on each panel. And we want to make sure these are nice and wide so they can support a lot of weight. We used an extra wood backing board as a template. This definitely saved us a lot of time. Because we were mounting this on drywall and we had to use drywall mollies and make sure everything is accurate. So it's me mounting a panel in the podcast studio. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Thanks.